Welcome back to Miss Ocasio Reads. I'm Miss Ocasio, and I'm so excited to read with you today. Did you know you don't need an airplane to take you someplace far away? In fact, books can take you to special places too. Today we'll read a story about a friend who has a magical globe that takes him anywhere in the world. But first... It worked! The canals of Venice! We're in Italy!
Little James's Big Adventures, Italy. Written by Janine Ionelli. Illustrated by Michelle Ionelli. Little James dreams of places far, far away that he hopes to visit and see one day. Most people take planes or even a boat, but this little boy travels different than most. It's kind of a secret, so shh, don't tell. But Santa Claus made it with a magic Christmas spell. The adventure begins after their Sunday brunch. Then they both slip away and James asks, "Where to for lunch?" They place their hands on the globe and gaze at the world inside. "Italy," they say together, "is where we wish to ride." The ground starts to shake and the floor pulls apart. "Ah!" shouts Susie. "This is my least favorite part." Squish! Into a big bowl of spaghetti they land. "Yummy," says Susie. "Now we know Mom's is bland." It's carbonara. That must mean we're in Rome." "Uh-oh, James, I think we're in somebody's home." "We're so sorry we ruined your lunch," they say. "Va bene," she replies. That means it's okay. "I'm Tomoso," says the boy. "What are you here to see?" "First the Colosseum," says James. "You should come if you're free." They walk to the Colosseum as they have finally arrived. Cars are whizzing by fast. Is this how people really drive? "Hey," says Susie, "what's that cute bike over there?" "That's a Vespa," says Tomoso. "We have them everywhere." They walk through the Colosseum. It's a beautiful sight. Susie asks James, "Is this where the big men used to fight?" "Si," James answers. In Italian, that means yes. The fighters were called gladiators. Now what should we see next? "I want to see that church," says Susie, "with the famous artwork on the ceiling." "That's the Sistine Chapel," says Tomoso. "Oh, it's most appealing." "Are you coming too, Tomoso?" Susie wants to know. "I would really love to, but it's time for me to go." They say their goodbyes. "Ciao," they both say. "I'm so glad you fell into my spaghetti. It's been a wonderful day." Tomoso gave them a hug and on each cheek a kiss. "That's how we say goodbye in Italy," he says. "You too I'll miss." Susie smiles shyly and then begins to blush. "Ooh," laughs James, "somebody's got a crush." They place their hands on the globe and into the Sistine Chapel they land. "Oh my," gasped Susie, "this sure is grand." "How did someone do this? Those people look real." "Michelangelo was amazing," James answers. "That's why he's such a big deal." They admire in silence and then James takes Susie's hands. He places them on the globe, and in Venice they land. "Oh, James, this is amazing. It's a floating city, and the water is so calm and still and so very pretty." First, they try on Venetian masks of many designs and colors. "These are for the yearly carnival," says James, "and were originally used to hide the identity of others." "Hey, James, what are those long skinny boats over there?" "They're called gondolas," says James. "Venice has them everywhere." "Ciao," says the gondolier. "How'd you two like a ride?" See, they both say, and step on inside. This is so relaxing, says Susie. I'm having so much fun. Me too, says James, but I'm afraid we've got to run. They place their hands on the globe, and James whispers Pisa. That reminds me, James, when we arrive, can we get pizza? Before we get pizza, James says, let's take a look around. Whoa, James, watch out! That tower's about to fall down! Oh no, James says, and pretends to hold it in place. Susie is impressed. It's all over her face. James laughs. Just kidding, Susie. That's the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Oh, I see, says Susie. That reminds me. Now can we get pizza? Well, if we're going to have pizza, says James, there's one more place to see. They wave goodbye to Pisa, and soon in Naples they will be. And poof, they're in Naples, enjoying the best pizza they've ever eaten. This is where pizza first began, says James. It makes sense it can't be beaten. Now let's get some gelato. I have a feeling you're going to like it. Gelato in Italian means ice cream, right? Yeah, I'm definitely going to like it. It's a treat even just to look at it, says Susie. The flavors are so colorful and bright. Hai ragione, says James, nodding his head. In Italian, that means you are right. This is delicious, James. I'm so glad I got the pistachio. And I'm loving the chocolate. But now it's time for us to go. Home sweet home, they say, and they hear the rumbling start. And just like that, the ground begins to pull apart. Ah, here we go. We're on our way back. And they land in their room, home just like that. Mom walks right in. And what have you two been up to? We're just happy to be home and so happy to see you. Dear Miss Ocasio and friends, I hope you enjoyed reading Little James's Big Adventures, Italy. Check out Little James's other adventures around the world, and always remember to dream big. Your friend, Janine Iannelli.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's story. What places will you visit using books and your imagination? Ask your grown-up for help in the description below, downloading a fun activity to go along with this story. See you next time. Thanks for joining me today for Miss Ocasio Reads. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share this video with your teachers and friends. Subscribe to read more stories with me. And visit Miss Ocasio Meets to get to know your favorite authors. Thanks for watching.